after me. I came from Africa, so. What about you guys? I've heard a lot of good things about him. His name is Troy Burditt, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Rick. Keep going for me. Thank you. Yes, I came here from Boston, so let's have some fun. That means coming here from Boston, that means I paid $6.95 in tolls to get here, so let's have some fun, because that's just one way, and we have another way to go. So let's have $13.90 of fun tonight, all right? How does that sound? Are you rolling a joint up there? Oh, I thought you were rolling a joint. That would be fun. All right, so comedy starting now. Thanks for coming out, guys. This is cool. I love coming up to Portland. Portland's a great city. I know there's people back here, out there, but it's pretty damn bright up here, so I'm guessing my eyes are completely closed, so I cannot see you. Is that true? I see you waving, but I only see a hand. I don't see your face. I just see a hand moving in the darkness. All right, thumbs up. All right. Oh, I saw you. There you are. All right, cool. There's people here. It's exciting. People tell me, they say, Troy, you get high, you go on stage, your eyes close up. I say, this happens even if I don't get high. Like, I didn't get high today, and now my eyes are closed up on stage. And that's just what happens. Like, one time, I went to the doctor, and I said, hey, doc, my eyes close up when there's bright light in my face, no matter what the situation is. What's the deal with that? And he said, Troy, because you have red hair and a red beard, genetically, you're more sensitive to things like temperature and sound and light, so that's why your eyes close up when there's light in your eyes. Yeah, and I said, you know what, doc? That could be right, but let's not rule out the pre-roll I smoked in my car before walking in here. And let's not rule that out tonight, right? Maine's got some great weed, so I'm happy to be here. You guys smoke weed here? All right, very quiet responses, more of an indica crowd, I'm guessing. All right, no, that's cool. I'm a big weed guy. Does anybody here need to buy weed from me after the show? That's really why I'm asking, and I'm here. That is the only reason, but we'll talk later. I'm a big weed guy. I love smoking weed. I love coming to Maine, right? I'm from Boston, legal weed. Maine, legal weed. It's amazing. But I do hate that small amount of time when I am in New Hampshire coming here. That is a very stressful time of my life. I don't know. Is anybody here from New Hampshire? All right, good. I would have made everybody boo you if you were. I would have said, crowd, boo them, and we all booed you. But I'm glad nobody here is from New Hampshire, because it's just bad vibes the minute I get into New Hampshire. Mostly because I'm in a Prius full of weed, but either way, it's still bad vibes when I'm in New Hampshire. I even hate doing gigs in New Hampshire. Like, the last time I did a gig in New Hampshire, I did this show at it was in Exeter, New Hampshire. Are you guys familiar with this town, Exeter? Yeah. Okay, it's a real town, I promise. I was there, and I was doing, before I get into the joke, Exeter. Hardly even know her. All right, Friday night comedy. All right. Exeter, I was hardly even inside her, right? All right, thank you. We get that on tape? Cool. Nice. No, I was doing this show in Exeter, and it was like a dog charity fundraiser show in New Hampshire, and I was high as shit, and I was on stage, eyes completely closed, and I was like, hey guys, do you guys smoke weed here at this New Hampshire dog charity show at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon? And it was dead silence for a long time, just like that. And eventually, some guy in the way back was very nice, and he was like, yeah. Like a weed-smoking mouse. It was pretty funny. And we were all laughing, having a good time, laughing about that. And then I was so high, I didn't realize I was the guy who went, yeah. It's smelled so fucking awful there in New Hampshire. But it's great to be in Portland, man. It's great. I live in Boston now, which is cool. I'm originally from Salem, Massachusetts. Anybody been there? Yeah? Yeah, a couple claps. Cool. Anybody going this October? You want to? No, you should. It's okay. You know, it's the busy season there, man. Like I tell everybody this. You can go to Salem any month of the year. It's the same exact thing. You want the October experience, you can go in fucking January. It's the same shit. It's the same vibe, but it's cool. I love it. I love Salem. I love that city. It's such a great spot because there's no other place where people are just encouraged to wear Halloween costumes every single day. It's amazing. But the downside of that is that sometimes people will think I'm wearing a Halloween costume when I'm just out doing errands. Because people tell me I look like different people all the time. You might have thought of some in your head. Sometimes it's good, sometimes I can tell somebody's giving me a compliment, right? Like I go to CVS and there's an older woman there and she's trying to have sex with me and she'll be like, hey, you look like Ed Sheeran. All right, cool. A couple people here agree. Maybe I'll get laid tonight. That'd be cool. Yeah, all right, cool. Sometimes it's bad though. Sometimes people try to insult me. I was walking across the street one day and this guy stopped me and he was like, "Hey, you look like little orphan Annie." No. I said, "Sir, I get that all the time." And he goes, "No, but you look like her if she never got adopted." He's like, "That's great." I thought it was funny. I gave him $10. I said, "I'm putting that in my routine." I think that's very funny. I don't know if this tag is for any Gen Z or any youth in the crowd. I don't know if there's any fellow Gen Z in here, but these damn Salem kids, they'll run around, make fun of me, bully me, call me a fat Ice Spice. All right, cool. Bunch of boomers in the crowd, a couple Gen Z people. Get your phones working, look her up. It's very funny. It's a funny joke. Cool. I'll tell you guys another joke. I came here straight from work. I work in downtown Boston. It's brutal. I got a really boring job. I have a boring job. I do live audio for events, but like nothing cool like a comedy club. I do live sound for business conferences, shit like that. Does anybody here have a job where they go to a business conference? Do they have them here in Maine? Yeah, we got one person? Okay. Remote? That's sick. I wish I could work remote. Imagine if I was just zooming into here right now. You guys are just watching me on the screen. I'm working remote tonight, people. That would be funny. That was a fun riff. But no, my job, I sit at the soundboard and I look at my phone all day at the business conference. That's my job. That's what I do. But sometimes it's very boring. It's an extremely boring job because they never talk about anything interesting. But sometimes I do work some like high-level, top-secret CEO type shit, like where I have to sign NDAs at work, non-disclosure agreements. And that gets pretty interesting. But sometimes the best part is they will forget to print out an extra copy for the AV guy. And then I get to come here to Empire and spill some corporate tea. I think it's great. I love it. Like I'll tell you guys this. I can legally tell you guys this. I did a gig for Liberty Mutual last week, and I did not sign an NDA. And then I saw the CFO of Liberty Mutual drink a Mountain Dew at 6 a.m. It's not a good business move. I took all my money out immediately for that. I don't know. I'll tell you guys this. I did a show for Bush's Baked Beans recently. You guys know that you guys like baked beans here in Maine? But sure, right? Yeah, you know what those are. Bush's Baked Beans. I did a full business conference for Bush's Baked Beans. And I get the same question every time. Troy, what are they possibly fucking talking about at a business conference for baked beans? I did not sign an NDA, so I can legally tell you guys they are putting AI in the beans. That is what they're doing. No, I'm just kidding. That's just a funny joke. But I did meet the head of marketing for Bush's Baked Beans, and I learned he was 5'1". And I thought that was pretty funny. And so all day I sat there at the soundboard and I was like, how many cans of beans tall is this guy? I cannot tell. I said 13. I think that's an accurate number. Sometimes I do, like, it's usually business, corporate type shit I do, but sometimes I'll do an occasional, like, I don't know, private event. I did this weird, like, religious event at my venue, and it was okay, it was going fine, but one of the keynote speakers went up, and he was getting really hate speechy, and it was feeling really awkward. I didn't really know what to do. I asked my coworker, I'm like, hey man, this is getting kind of uncomfortable. Do you think we're like supporting hate speech by working this event? And he said, nah man, we're good. You're just doing your job. And I was like, that is true, but also famously a bad line to live by. If we look back. So I'm gonna keep thinking about this one. And I'm at the soundboard, I'm doing the sound, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm making the sound louder. I'm like, you know what? I'm not supporting hate speech, but I definitely am making it louder and clearer to hear in the room for everybody. No? All right. You guys, I guess you guys like hate speech here in Maine. I don't know. Let's post that clip. I'm just kidding. All right, we'll move on. You guys are a pro hate speech crowd. You guys want to hear some hate speech? No, I'm just kidding. That's for the late show. Oh, man. I'll tell you guys this. I've been hanging out with my family a lot. I don't like my family a lot. My family is weird. I'm not a political guy, but my family is extremely political. That's all they care about. That's all they talk about. My family is like extremely right-wing and Republican. Does anyone else here have like a very chill childhood growing up? All right, never mind. Not relatable, but I'll do the joke. I don't know, some parts of it I think can be funny, you know? Like, my mom is a huge Trump person. She loves Trump and she loves the Republican Party, but she's also a teacher, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, right? Aw, I wish she would understand, but it's strange because my mom would text me Trump stuff all the time, but then he cut funding to education, and now she can't afford her phone, and I haven't heard from her in months. I was kind of for that one, to be honest. My dad, I'll tell you guys about my dad. My dad's a huge Trump guy. The two things about my dad loves the Trump administration, and he loves the Boston Red Sox. Those are his two favorite teams. He's got all the merch. He loves them to death. And I don't know if the Red Sox are a big deal up here, but I was actually with my dad the day that they traded Rafael Devers from the Red Sox, who was the best player, and they kind of traded him out of nowhere. And I was able to see my dad's reaction to this baseball trade. And it was very funny because my dad had the same reaction to this baseball trade as like everyone else is having to these ICE raids. Like, my dad was looking at his phone and he saw the notification and he was like, I can't believe this is happening where I live. What do you mean they're just taking him? Where are they taking him? He's been here the whole time. What do you mean? And he's a good one. What do you mean? No, it's fun. To be honest with you, it was nice to see my dad have empathy towards any Dominican man at all. It was pretty funny. It was like, Dad, you have the right energy, just put in the wrong direction. I don't know. I'll leave you guys with this. I have one liberal cousin, which is cool. It's cool to have like one person on my side. But my cousin is super liberal, and we agree on a lot of the same things, but my cousin also doesn't have a job, which makes things a little harder to be on his side. You know, you gotta have like some skin in the game. I don't know. I'll give you an example. My cousin, he flipped out at my aunt last week because my aunt ordered something off Amazon, and I totally get it. I hate Amazon. My cousin freaked out. He was like, no, we can't order from Amazon. We can't support these billionaires. These billionaires are not only ruining the country, they're ruining the world. I said, absolutely, man, I totally agree with you. And he goes, because we can't do that because our dollar is our biggest voice. It's our most powerful voice is our dollar. And I was like, that is true if you have a dollar, right? Like, she was buying you pants on Amazon, dude. I don't... All right. Thank you. That was accurate. Thank you. All right. Do you guys have any questions before I leave? I feel like I've been talking a lot. All right, cool. Well, if you have any questions, I will be taking questions after the show, mostly about how much the weed is. All right, well, thank you guys. Have a good night.
One more time for Troy Burditt, guys.